Well guys, it's late Tuesday afternoon and Chris has made it on his way back to the airport in Detroit. We had an epic time. I thought, why I dry out my gear and clean up all my stuff, I thought I'd do a gear loadout for you guys. You guys are already seeing the ribs pack and the content and that, so this is going to be just a walk around. My gear's like all over on the porch and the kitchen, so I'll just go through what I took, and let's start with the kayaks in here. So these are the 10-foot Sun Dolphin kayaks that are the sit on top kind. They ain't the best for the river. They're great on lakes, fishing and everything. I love mine. A little bit getting used to. It's got these runners on the bottom, so they want to spin in the river, but they did great for hauling gear. Out here is the cooler, and I kept this cooler on the front of the boat, kept my beer, other drinks, and that got strapped down right at the front of the kayak, and kept some few items up front. As you can see, got a big old haul of chaga on our trip. You come out here to the truck. This is my dry box here. I kept my cigarettes, my phone, my camera in there when I wasn't filming or taking pictures, just for safety precautions. Still unpacking stuff. Have my military poncho that we took. Seats here, just 2 foam mats that I sat on. A fishing pole that I use is this ready to fish telescopic pole with a Mitchell reel. Of course, you guys have already seen the contents of the rib pack, so let's go inside and get the rest of the gear. Well, I kept all my gear in this Bass Pro Shop stuff sack lined with a 55-gallon trash can liner. Over here on the table, I've dumped out all my stuff. A Grand Trunk hammock, electronics, which I had a headlamp. The headlamp's not in there. Headlamp, extra batteries, and a power bank that I got from Ben over at Living Survival. My toiletries, just some wet wipes. Here we got some extra food. Put that over there. This is my repair kit: tenacious tape, wire, thread, needle. Here I had a flint and steel kit. Used this double black diamond down throw. Excellent, worked really well with the setup that I had. These Walmart canisters, and what we figured out, Chris's pocket rocket, well, we took my pocket rocket with me. Chris's and mine on these canisters, they don't sit right on there, so you'd have to unscrew it and screw it back on to get the gas to come out, and it never had a problem. These containers really stink. My Walmart tarp, take this everywhere. Of course, I brought my phone and the bush box, getting this all cleaned up. My Coleman Max large pot with a cozy, but I tell you what, I don't really cook with pine wood, but pine wood will sap that up, and that cozy just kind of glued onto there, so I had to rip it off, so I'm gonna have to make me another one. But that pine sap really sucks. And then this Stanley cup, which both cups nest in there, and it's got a lid. My Nalgene spoon. Coming out here to where just trying to dry everything off. Hung my hammock with these Atlas straps. Worked really well. And then my one Tigress full-length underquilt, and it's inside out right now. It's just damp, and I wanted to get it all dried before I put it up. But between this underquilt and that down throw, it was high 40s, low 50s at night, and I did not get cold one time. This one Tigress full-length underquilt is amazing, and this isn't the cold weather one. This is just the 40-degree one, and it performed excellent. For my tarp, this is my 10x10 sil nylon tarp that Bruce over at Nature Calls made me, and I love this thing. I love this thing so much. It's been into harsh weather so much that, and it's performed outstanding. I had to send him a message, give him a call, and see if he'd make me another one. Different, a little bit different material, but I think that might be in the works. And then I just wrapped my Ridgeline. I think I had a video of my tarp, and this is just some Dutch wear, some night eyes, and number 95 paracord. Worked out great. And then my stakes down there. So other than food, that's pretty much all the gear that I took. I took spare underwear, spare pants, and spare shirt, and then a base layer, and I kept that in a dry bag. Then the night that we slept at camp, I did bring a large cook pot and a stove to cook some chili. But for Mr. Carolina Chris wanted to know where he kept the beer. Well, the blue cooler, we each had coolers on our kayaks, me and Chris, and then we had Mr. ST1's canoe, and we shoved a great big old green cooler in that so we could restock out of it. We called it the canteen unit. So we were supplied with a bunch of beer as we needed. We did run out of beer on the last day, but that was probably a good thing. We probably wouldn't have got out of camp on the last day until afternoon, so that was a probably good thing that we ran out then. So, alright guys, got a bee like attacking me. Alright guys, also guys, stay tuned for our 4-day, 3-night river kayak canoe camping trip. Probably gonna be out in a few days. Kind of wanted to wait for Chris so we could both put them out at the same time, so you guys could check out both videos and see a couple different perspectives. But we had a blast. We did have a blast. It was an adventure, and on top of just the canoe and camping and everything, just having Chris over and just spending some time with a good friend was heartwarming, and just an awesome time. So that's it. Take care.